Alaska was my passion when I first started there. I was prior to that director of tourism for the state of Alaska, and then the governor had appointed me at the time, and then I skied at Alaska a few times, and I loved it, and because it was similar to my hometown in Bavaria, in Garmisch, which is an Olympic ski resort. So I wanted to see if it could be developed more. And most people in Alaska always thought tourism is only for the summertime. And so when I convinced the governor, and then later I convinced the chairman of Alaska Airlines, Charlie Willis, to if he were to acquire the ski area, which was just one lift and a couple of rope tows, that I would manage it and kind of develop it. And by having that passion, and that really helped to get us started. And it took many years to make progress. But so I take pride that Alaska has come a long way from those early years, and many struggles, and weather-wise and financially. But now it's basically a world-class destination resort, both for the summer and the winter. I remember when in the early years, especially managing Alaska Resort, we had some real financial challenges. Often didn't have enough money to pay all the bills and make payroll and so on. And so I had to try to be positive and try to instill the confidence and the rest. But and maybe I had an ethical dilemma, because I try to act like everything is normal and good, but in reality, often I didn't know if we're going to make the next payroll. And there was a couple of times I had to tell employees when I signed the checks, they better run to the bank because all of them are not going to clear it. And but I think it wasn't a real ethical conflict, but it was in a way I had to constantly stay positive and try to inspire that, well, business is down a little bit because of weather or other factors, but it will get better again. And sometimes in back in mind I had some doubts myself, but in the long term I succeeded. Well, I got 4 grandchildren, and 3 of them right now in school, 2 in Diamond High School. I just started this year, and 1 in Bayshore Elementary School. And I want to share with them all that it's real important to be studying hard in school. Really try to focus on the classes you're taking, and try to really make sure that you understand and don't get lazy. Number 2, be active in sports. I think it's healthy for here Alaskan young children to be involved in sports activities. That's more important than maybe spending too much time on videos or the iPhone. And I think that to me my message would be try to set yourself a goal, even if you're fairly young. What do you want to accomplish in a year or in 5 years, and make a list of pros and cons, and then every year kind of monitor yourself and see if you're making progress, or if you're influenced and changing your mind. But in the young years, it's a little tough to know exactly what do you want to be. I remember when I was young, I wanted to eat and travel, so my goal at that time was to become a ship cook. And well, I stayed in the hotel business, didn't quite become a ship cook. But even in those younger years, I always had a kind of a goal what I wanted to do. So I'm not sure if that's really inspiring to all the young generation here in Alaska, but I must say that I raised 3 boys, and I try to really keep them involved, and I'm very proud of this with my grandchildren now, and I hope they will all be successful.